Hi, I wanted to make a short video. I was watching the Texas versus Buffalo Bills playoff game, and I wanted to make a video on the letter of the law versus the spirit of the law. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is how it was going. They were beating Texas pretty good. They were beating the Texans pretty good. It was a halftime score, I believe it was 13-0. Then I think it got to 16-0. I forget the exact score. Anyway, the point is that Buffalo had a little lead. They had a two-score lead, and then they kicked the ball off to Texas. And it was in the end zone. The Texas player got the ball, and he made the motion to the people in front of it, his blockers, that he wasn't going to take it out, and he threw the ball to the ref. Well, it was a live ball. It was a live ball. Um, he never called a fair catch, and because he never caught a fair catch, Buffalo defenders, the Buffalo kickoff team came, they got the ball, and they scored, and Buffalo was up by 3 scores. Well, they took the touchdown down because the referees all got together. Then it seemed like the backup referees got together, and they had one big collective group, and they all decided that. And the announcers interpreted this a little bit, but they said, common sense says that the defender, although he didn't give himself up. I mean, although he didn't call fair catch, he meant to because he called the defenders off from blocking. So the spirit of the law was that he was awarded the fair catch, and Buffalo, their points were taken off the board. Now I say this because Ohio State was not given that same principle when Wade hit Trevor Lawrence in the semifinal game. By the letter of the law, yes, it's targeting. Although targetings that aren't launches are very rarely called. The percentage of hits, the percentage that are called to aren't. I mean, it's a small percentage that are actually called. But by the spirit of the law, Wade should not have been called for because Trevor Lawrence is like 6 inches taller. He crouched down and. But by the letter of the law, yes, Wade was guilty. I wish that the SEC officials who officiated that game would have shown the same common sense that the NFL officials showed. And don't be, I know that I'm going to test your fanhood here. I know that a lot of Clemson fans are probably Texan fans because of Deshaun Watson. Okay, what do you think, Texas? Do you think the refs got the call right in the Texas Buffalo game? Not by the letter of the law, they didn't. By the spirit of the law, perhaps, common sense, perhaps, but not by the letter of the law. So it seems to me, and that's the same thing with Wade. By the letter of the law, yes, it was targeting, but if you go through all the examples of targeting, which I've gone over in previous videos, they're not called. Usually only the launching ones are called. So, but anyway, the officials decided to call that one. The SEC official in the replay, you're supposed to have irreversible evidence. So it's just, anyway, you shouldn't be on both. You shouldn't think, well, yeah, Wade should have been suspended. They should get the letter of the law here, but then in the Texas Buffalo game, the spirit of the law. It doesn't work like that. Be consistent. I'm consistent. I think the officials should have done the spirit of the law on both Ohio State Clemson and Texas Buffalo. I wish that the referees would have been as good in the Clemson Ohio State game as they were in the Buffalo Texas game. Texas, the better team, they prevailed. I'll tell you what, that was a what I was going to say, it's a good game because it was close. Texas played pretty bad in the first half. Actually, they came back in the second half. The second half was good, but on the road, Josh Allen, nah, it shouldn't have been that close. It went into overtime. But anyway, that's not. I'm not dissecting that game. I just wanted to do a short video on the spirit of the law versus the letter of the law, and just be consistent. Thank you.